So I just did something that I thought was quite cool. I found a bunch of things. And I started by finding a bunch of things using my HXD editor. Am I actually recording? Yes, I am. HXD editor, this section right here. And I think I went on for about half an hour, 40 minutes. And I thought I was recording, and I wasn't recording. Um, and it's probably to your benefit because I'm sure I would have bored you because I went down several rabbit trails people like me are known to do. But I did find some extremely cool things that I just wanted to demonstrate. For example, let's run this thing again. Do iris-c-d31.sim. Control P, escape, manager, in all caps. Don't have the caps on. But here's what I found. Library, L-I-B-R. Look, it's a directory of all files. And some of these things are files and some of these things aren't. For example, I'm pretty sure that B is a batch file. And that's what I discovered while I thought I was recording just a little bit ago, and I really wasn't. For example, off is a batch file that shuts the thing down. I even had to look up the word quiescent because I didn't know that it meant a state or period of inactivity or dormancy. Excuse me, inactivity or dormancy. Quiescent. And I made a very bad joke about a speech impediment. But then I mentioned Kripke from the Big Bang Theory, and I said, well, if they can get away with it, well, I guess I still can't, but that's okay. Anyway, that was cool. And I think there's another one here. Backup? No, that's not going to help. I just ended SimH. Got to start this thing again. All right, Control P for parity, escape, manager. Okay. Look at what this does. It starts the Minicom disk to tape copy utility, but I can tell that it actually does a shutdown, :dd copy CT, and it just starts this thing. Now, I discovered something very good just by playing around here, and I just happened to be reading through this manual about invoking the disk utility, the Lotus disk utility PDF, and I looked at this. Shutdown, Control E, key, Control E disk utility. Where key is the password assigned to the system manager, but the default password is X. Or maybe the default here is X if there is no password. Well, I'm just typing manager and not being prompted for a password. So maybe this is what I should do. As a matter of fact, it is. I tried it. So what this is doing is it's running a batch file that's doing this. So how far did I get? Well, I'll run this through. 40. And I want to do disk to tape. And I want to back up logical 0 because that's all there is. And it says select the file tape number or CR for current position. I'm just going to hit enter, not CR. And there it goes. Data block, disk error, block 0000. So this reminds me of about as far as I got on Renovate with the Minicom disk to tape utility. But it's really cool that I'm getting this far. Now I'm going to hit Control Break and exit this whole thing because I don't want to get stuck there. And now I'm just going to reboot the system by running the batch file, the SimH batch file, iris-c-d31.sim. By the way, I'm getting this information from right here, this page right here, the SimH Iris v2 with fewer crashes. And I scroll down to about here, and here is the LEU0, and here is the current batch file. And I right-click and save this as into the Windows executable folder that I'm running this on. Both of them, actually. But when you see this do iris, I'm just running this batch file right here. Script, whatever you want to call it. So it's running, it's just telling SimH to run these commands. But once this runs, now I'm actually in the system. Control P for parity, escape, manager, all caps. There we are again. I found a whole lot of cool stuff. For example, I actually did execute this thing, and I was really impressed. Oh, let's see here. What if I want to do this? Can I do this? Yeah. There we go. All right. Shutdown, and it says Control E. So I hit the space, Control E. Notice it puts a colon there, and now I'm going to type X. But it doesn't show me anything, so that's its way of hiding the password. Very edgy back in the day. Control E must exit that pass parameter or password phase. Now I'm going to just type disk utility with a C, not a K. Look at this, point 0.4 subsystem disk utility, version 1.4, September 17th, 1980, anytime type H for help. That, of course, is the first thing that I'm going to do because I have no clue what to do. And we see that, we can do three things: format, analyze, and copy. Now, it says that anytime I can hit H for help, escape to abort, back to program name, Control S to pause output, or Control H. And then it should say that this should be what the help shows. Well, I can't do anywhere near that stuff. Look at this. I just get 3 options. They get more. All right. Well, anyway, that's fine. So I'm not exactly sure how to exit this. Control C doesn't do it here. What? So I guess I got to break and start this over again. Control P, escape, manager. But anyway, I did more stuff than this when I thought I was recording, and I really wasn't. I was in here just looking at all kinds of these things here, basically at this address on LU0. And I think I did point out that this is the version that reveals the text strings because the highest order bit has been dropped and the endian has been reversed. So that's the version you have to use. You have to drop the highest order bit and then reverse endian, and you can see this stuff. Reverse endian meaning change big endian to little endian or little endian to big endian. I'm just not sure which one it starts out as. But whichever way it is, you can't read it even after you drop the highest order bits because the letters are rearranged. All kinds of fun stuff that I'm now just too tired to try. Helps doesn't do anything, which is too bad. But we could try more of these batch files. I think the batch files were fine. And I didn't try this one last time. N.superbuild. Enter LU for file name. Cool. I think I'll exit. Need to specify LU, but I just exited. Oh. E. Alright, I killed it. So what was that? N.superbuild. I want to exit. What? Yeah, that's what it is. N.superbuild. E for exit, not X. There, that worked. So I did find a bunch of things, and it looks like about a third of this stuff actually will run something. And tape right. No such processor. I think I found MT copies in there. That does crazy stuff. Let's run that. Yeah, that's got all kinds of errors. Alright, that's just really annoying. And what's that I'm redoing? This right here. Oh, we did paste. Good. P, escape, manager. Good. So we found a bunch of stuff. Mail. And now I figured out that the what means it's expecting a parameter. It still doesn't understand. CPRO already did basic, so that's good. and that's very good. If I control C, it goes back. A load. And I found that by looking at here. First I tried LA load, but I could see that this starts actually right about here. You know, this is where the column seems to be separated, so I just tried A load. See what that does. And it does something. I get some funky characters. A star file load. Must have LU. Logical unit. Okay, well, hit Control C. Air file, not a processor. PE. Port to evict. Alrighty. Let's escape out of that. Rehash. And I remember seeing temp for rehash when I first started looking at the text strings on these things. Wonder what that does. Logical unit to rehash. Oh my gosh, we're rehashing stuff. Let's rehash 0. See what the heck that does. Hey, it's in use. You can't rehash 0. Ah, who knows what that means? Let's look for cleanup X. I see that right up here. Cleanup X. Illegal input. Cleanup. Oh, well. Let's change something. Illegal syntax. Fine. Let's see what other things we have to choose from here. PM. Don't know what that does. In is initialize. No, it's install. Disk error reading or writing from disk header. Very good. So all this stuff, you know, was really very helpful. What else did I try? Exerciser. Did I try that one? I think I did that this time around. Guide. Oh, guide. Interactive program guides on iris configuration and setup. Oh, I didn't try that before. That's fantastic. For information on block copy, line printers, disks, and logical units. Oh, look at this. I get help here. Guide is help. Guide is help. Alright, I'm going to escape out of this. I want to see guide.lu. Oh, look at this! I'm way too tired to read this right now, but this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. Alright, I'm going to escape out of this. I'm going to try, I just caught my eye over here, mtutility, mtutl. Oh, we get stuff. Magtape file transfer program? Oh, this is fantastic. I'm excited. I can actually get this thing to do something. Error 42 at 200. Oh, something crazy's going on. Alright, we'll exit out of that thing. LCM configure. No such processor. Guide.lpt. Oh, is your printer running through an EDSI MUX? Absolutely it is. Oh, sure. Yes. 8. 7. No. String. Oh, I have no idea what's going on. But, you know, this thing is doing something. This is so cool. How about LCM params? Not a processor. PARAMS. Did I spell that right? LCM PARAMS. Yes. But that's probably got some cool stuff in it. Symbols. Let's see what that does. Okay. Anyway, you get the point. I think I need to go to sleep now because it's really, really late and I've got to work tomorrow. But extra port. Feel free to play around. Oh, extra. Oh, I get to do something. That's waiting for something. I get it that now. So let's try extra port 9. Does not like that. I don't know what's going on. What happens if I hit Control P? That still doesn't like it. PAE. Uh-oh. PAE. There we go. Oh, this is one of the ones I did right before I stopped recording. Before you can evict anyone, please be sure that no one is logged in via modem. Very edgy in the early 80s. In a maintenance program, in the accounts receivable system, or do anything else that should be interrupted. Absolutely, let's continue. Kick me off. But I don't think I'm kicked off. Oh, maybe I am. Ooh, look, I must have added a phantom scope. Phantom scope processor. Who knows what I added there? Because last time I did this, it was just 0. That's fun. So, mtutil, did I try that? How about just utility? Utility! User accounts for utility package. 32768, great for unlimited CPU or connect time. Examine, create, or delete a user account. Well, let's just examine one. Look up by 1 entry, 2 account, 3 ID, or 4 name. Let's just look up by entry. 0. Illegal syntax. Alright, that's enough of that. For now, let's look for swr.keywords. Not a processor. LPT high. How about dollar helps? No. But guide works. I'm stoked about that. Very stoked about that. Ooh, set time! Look at this! We are frozen in time in August 19th, 1986. Which David thinks is the time that this machine was backed up, which would be very cool and probably about right. Well, let's try today. May 112, 2016. Oh, we'll even try 2006. 448. That didn't work. It's expecting parameters there. Wait a minute, did I change it to May 19th, 1986? I changed it to May 19th of the same year. So I now changed the date to earlier. Oh, wow. Oh. Now it's just stuck on May 18th, so I don't know what's going on with that. Oh gosh, I see boot. Let's boot something. No such processor. Isn't this fun? How about guide block copy? There we go. Introductory comments using block copy. Type 1 to print here. 1, 3. Again, I can't read this stuff because it's just so late at night. All right, I'm going to stop right here because I think this is good enough that, I won't forget too much.